right, guys, are you ready for this? This is our once a month grocery stock up. I'm Janice from Ozark Family Homestead. I'm a little thrown off because I always start off with, hey guys, it's Janice from Ozark Family Homestead. But I just got done laying all of this. Let me scoot. There's more. You see all that? I just got done laying this all out on the table and it just feels like a lot. So we're going to go over our family. For those of you that are new, we are a family of 9. And I budget $1,100 a month for our family's groceries. Not just groceries, it is household items as well. Things like dishwasher detergent, toilet paper, paper towels, contact lens solution, all of that kind of stuff. So what you see on the table back here is a very large chunk of that grocery budget. And we're at the beginning of the pay period here. So this is my once a month stock up. This is when I go through our pantries and our freezers and I make a big old list of the things that we used up in the previous month or things that I want to add to our family's grocery supply, and I go out and buy it all at the beginning of the pay period. I did go through, let's see, I went to 10 Box, Aldi, Kroger, and Wal-Mart, and so we're going to go through what I bought at each of those stores. I did pick up the paper sale ads as well, and I will show you those and the great deals for the week, the loss leaders at those grocery stores, so you can go and pick those up as well and do a stock up at a good price if you're able to. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to get started, and we'll just see. I will tell you too, just right here up front, we'll go over the totals. I gotta keep moving. At the end of the video, according to my records, this is the second largest once a month grocery stock up that I have filmed since we started the YouTube channel. So there's that too. That's why I started with, are you guys ready for this? It's a lot. But I'm gonna flip the camera around and we'll get started. Here we go. We are going to start off down here at 10 Box. It's a short and sweet grocery haul at 10 Box, and then we'll get into the big stuff. And a lot of you probably have never even heard of 10 Box because it is a local chain of grocery stores that's primarily in the Ozarks region of the country here. Those are the locations for 10 Box. I do want to show too that the ads at 10 Box, Aldi, and Kroger that I'm going to show you are all good through Tuesday, July 22nd. So if you want to go and grab some of these sales, make sure you go in by that date. Now, the first thing that caught my attention was the chuck roast at 10 Box for $4.98 a pound. At Walmart, you'll be paying $6.47 per pound there, so that is a good deal. In addition to that, there was an electronic coupon for an extra $3 off, which makes this an even better deal. So I did go ahead and pick up one of these. I like to pick up the biggest one that I can get, and since this one is over 7 pounds, what I will do is I will take this and divide it into 2 separate meals and wrap it in freezer paper, and this will stay in the freezer and we will get around to using it. We use the oldest items first, so this will go in the bottom of the pile. Also on sale this week are the Roma tomatoes for 68 cents a pound. And at Walmart, you'll be paying 97 cents a pound for those. So I did go ahead and pick up several there. What did I get? 10? I think I picked up 10 of the Roma tomatoes. So for us, I know you're not supposed to put tomatoes in the refrigerator, but we do. When they start to get a little soft on the counter, I will put them in the fridge, and they last a long time in there for me. So I've been happy with the Romas. Now, not in the sale ad this week, but still on sale, these red cherries were $1.48 per pound. And I just happened to walk by and see the price. Last week they were on sale in the ad for, I think it was $1.88 a pound. So $1.48 is an even better deal. I did just get one bag though, because we've gotten quite a few cherries over the last few weeks on sale. Even though it's a phenomenal price, we're doing good on cherries right now, I think, and I don't have time to preserve them right now anyhow because we're in a busy season. But any of you with a 10 box, check for the cherries. They're not in the sale ad, but we're marked $1.48 per pound in the store. The yellow peaches here for 68 cents a pound. That is a really, really good price. Walmart has theirs for $2.37 a pound right now. So I picked up, they had these already in pre-packed bags. I picked up 2 bags of those and transferred them to a basket when I got home because they were getting some moisture trapped in that plastic bag. But if I did have more time, at this price here, this is a stock up and preserve some price for me. I just don't have the time in my schedule to do preserving right now. So those of you that do, take advantage of that because 68 cents a pound is really, really good. Okay, on the flip side, they have white onions for 68 cents a pound. And at Walmart, you'll be paying $1.21 per pound. The 80% ground beef at $3.88 a pound. Walmart, you'll pay $5.29 a pound. So good deal on that. In addition to this, there's also a $2 digital coupon for the ground beef as well. I passed it up. I spent a lot of money as it is, and we already have quite a bit of ground beef in the freezer, so I passed it up, but that's a decent deal. So that is all I did at 10 box. My grand total there, let's see, came to $52.45. And my next stop, my biggest stop was Aldi, and I will show you everything that I got there next. The Aldi haul, this is the largest Aldi haul that I have done in many, many months. So the cart was at capacity whenever I got up to the checkout. So here's what I ended up getting for the month. I started off restocking our tortilla chips. We were completely and totally out of tortilla chips. I do typically buy them from Sam's Club because they have the best price per ounce. However, whenever I looked it up on Walmart's website to do a price comparison, they were cheaper per ounce this month than Sam's Club because Walmart had a rollback. And then I was surprised when I went into Aldi and saw that Aldi was even cheaper than Walmart's rollback prices. So they do have their tortilla chips on markdown. I think I paid $1.45 per bag for these. And I did go ahead and get 6 of them because I think that is what will be enough for our family for a month. The corn chips, I looked through our pantry and I typically keep 4 bags of corn chips on hand. There's currently 2 in the pantry, so I resupplied with 2 more bags. And the almonds, whenever I looked in the pantry, I needed 3 more bags of these. I'm a little particular about the almonds because I like the ingredients to simply be, just say focus camera, almonds and sea salt. And so many of them have oils in them. So may be able to get them cheaper elsewhere, but since I like the ingredients, I get the Aldi ones now. That I used to get them at Walmart, but Walmart has now started adding the oils in, so I'm back to using Aldi. Same thing with peanuts. I just want basic peanuts, and Aldi is the best price. We were almost totally out, and so I resupplied with a full stock up of 6 containers of peanuts. For the dishwasher gel, I had space for 3, so I went ahead and restocked. Aldi has the best price on dishwasher gel. It beats out Walmart. I did get 1 of the little mini peppers. This is just for snacking on through the week. I will probably pick up more next week when I go into town again. The turkey lunch meat here. So I keep a stash in the freezer for if we're going to be traveling and need to take a lunch with us, or if Andrew needs things to take for his job, I will just keep some in the freezer and thaw it out as needed. So I went ahead. Walmart has been the best price per pound for lunch meat the last several months. When I did a price comparison this month, Aldi beat out Walmart. So that's why I chose to get it there instead. 1 head of iceberg lettuce. I'm going to an event soon where I will be taking a copycat salad from the Pasta House restaurant. And I already have romaine lettuce here from last week, but I needed iceberg lettuce. So that is going towards a yummy salad. As far as the sale ad goes here, there's only one item that I saw that caught my eye this week. The strawberries for $1.65 a pound. And at Walmart, you'll be paying $2.47 for that. So I didn't get any strawberries. The price is good, but it's not phenomenal. So I passed it up because we have plenty of other fruit here instead of me buying the strawberries this week. Okay, the little cherry tomatoes, things have changed at Aldi as well. The best price per ounce was the tomato medley. It was a rectangular package with beautiful orange and yellow and red tomatoes in it. They are no longer the cheapest per ounce. These were. The others were 17 cents per ounce previously, and they jumped up to 20 something cents per ounce, and these were 19 cents per ounce. So 2 of those just to snack on. We're getting a little bit in from the garden, but not enough to supply us for a week. Celery, I typically buy a bundle of celery at the beginning of the month, and it will usually last us for the entire month, but I may have to resupply celery, possibly. But I'm in the habit of just buying one at the beginning of each pay period. Frozen blueberries, we were totally out, and Aldi was the best price. I compared, and it was the best at Aldi. So we are restocked on that. Now the riced cauliflower, I meant to get 10 packages of this. We actually go through quite a bit, but Aldi only had 2 in stock. So I picked up what they had. This just means I will have to buy more. I'll look next week when I go in shopping, and I will get the other 8 or so if they have it in stock next week. These are just for salads for the week. We've been going through about 1 of these spring mix blends for salads each week. And then the baby spinach, I sometimes use in recipes, and sometimes I just saute it up with eggs in the morning too. So I'll probably get these again next week as well. All right, here in the back. The red wine vinegar. I typically get this at Walmart because it is the best price at Walmart. I just recently found this at Aldi, and Aldi does have a better price. It is a larger bottle than what I got at Walmart, but the price per fluid ounce is better at Aldi. So we're going to try this one out. I just needed to resupply with 1 bottle. So there we go. The chickpea pasta, this is a grain-free pasta. I just like to keep one on hand. I have half a box in the cabinet right now, so this is just resupplying what I want to keep in the pantry. Okay, all the flats here. So I did get a flat of the black beans and then the white Great Northern beans as well. I do keep a supply. I thought I had black beans. Apparently I was completely out of those. So I like to keep a flat of this. I keep about 2 flats of the Great Northern beans. And so this is what I had room for in my resupply. And then the crushed tomatoes, there is a flat, a 12-can flat of crushed tomatoes, the big cans down there as well. And when I did the comparison, Aldi beats out Walmart on the price on all of these canned goods here. The frozen salmon, Aldi's the best price on it, and I needed to resupply with 1 bag. The frozen green beans, there are 8 bags here, which is what I needed to restock for the month. And then the mountain of Brussels sprouts. Guys, there are 20 bags of Brussels sprouts there. We probably get an award for purchasing the most Brussels sprouts at Aldi, I'm pretty sure. So we typically have roasted Brussels sprouts once a week, and we eat 5 bags per meal. So that ends up with 20 bags per month of Brussels sprouts. So you all think we're weirdos, don't you? We like roasted Brussels sprouts. They're just really, really good. Okay, let me see. Where did I put my receipt? I stashed my receipt over here somewhere. Here we go. I hid it under here. Grand total at Aldi for all of those items there came to $190.77. And my next stop was Kroger, and we will look at their sale ad next. We will move just slightly past the mountain of Brussels sprouts and look at my Kroger haul for the week. It's primarily made up of markdowns, but there is a deal here, a couple of deals here that I want to show you. Oh, actually, one that I didn't even mark down. Oopsie. Okay, we're going to start off with, just like every week, the double the fuel points. If you go shopping over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, clip the digital coupon, go shopping, and you automatically then will get extra fuel points for filling up your vehicle with gas. So that is a good deal if that is when you are doing your shopping. Okay, good deals here. Boxed cereal. So this is the General Mills boxed cereal for $1.49 per box. The trick in getting this deal is you must purchase the box with the most number of ounces. And for me, when I looked it up at my store in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, it was the Cinnamon Toast Crunch loaded boxes of cereal that were 13 ounces. If you do the math, you end up paying 11.5 cents per ounce for the cereal then. By comparison, at Walmart, you'll be paying 32.6 cents per ounce for that same type of cereal there. So I know every store is going to be different. Just check. If you look online, you can narrow it down to only finding the varieties that are part of that sale for $1.49. And then look for the ones that are in stock and the highest number of ounces in the box. Now this is a digital coupon. You must clip it electronically, and there is a limit of 5 of those. Now the eggs, these are an 18 count eggs for $2.99. Walmart, those are selling for $3.97. And again, digital coupon, a limit of 5 for those as well. Now here's the butter. I did not mark the butter. $2.99. This is also a digital coupon, so it is a limit of 5. I did not compare it to Walmart. Sam's Club has been my price to beat, and I'm pretty sure Sam's is at $3.05 per pound is what I want to say at Sam's Club. I know at Aldi it was $3.99 per pound at Aldi, so $2.99 is a good deal. I did go ahead and pick up 5 of them. We are getting lots of amazing butter from Daisy, our Jersey cow, but there will come a time when she's not giving us as much butter as she is now, when the grass is green and luscious. So I'm keeping this in the freezer, and it will be there for a time when I don't have all of this awesome butter to use up. So I will show you at the end with the receipt. There's an additional coupon that can make this an even better deal, but I have that highlighted on the receipt. When I went through the produce department, I looked for markdowns, and the first thing I found was this coleslaw, $1.12 per bag. I think I got 5 bags of it there, and I'm actually going to use this up. There is a fish skillet dish that we're having for supper tomorrow night, and it calls for some coleslaw, and I just bought this out of convenience. It's already done, and then the extra I will probably make coleslaw with some homemade mayonnaise for the family. So this is just a special thing that I found on markdown. The bananas, I just got 1 bundle. These are reduced to 45 cents per pound, which is not as great of a deal as it used to be, but inflation is what it is. And that's what I pay for reduced bananas now. Just got 1 bundle for the kids to snack on. We're not preserving them. We're not making banana chips or anything like that. This is just for enjoying this week. And then I went to the meat department, and they had a markdown. These are beef ribs, which I don't know the last time our family has had beef ribs. I don't know if we've ever had them, but these were on markdown. What do they say? $4.79 per pound on markdown. So I went ahead and got both of these. I'm probably just going to toss them straight into the freezer. And I don't know when we will eat them, but when Shawn is available, I mean, I'm going to guess we'll put them on the grill. I don't know. What's the best way to cook beef ribs? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll research it, or you guys let me know your tried and true perfect ways of making beef ribs. But that was my little bitty Kroger haul for the week. Really not too much. Now my grand total, oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so I did also purchase, okay, my total was $70.40. But I did also purchase a rotisserie chicken. And if you can see, I highlighted in yellow that there was an extra $1 off that rotisserie chicken. It's not here on the table because it is eaten up and gone. And I don't even have the packaging. It was getting late in the day when I was shopping, and I still had to go to Walmart, and I wasn't cooking supper when I came home after this. So I said, I'll just pick up rotisserie chicken and we will eat that. I was afraid Walmart would be sold out of rotisserie chickens by the time I got there. So I went ahead and bought one at Kroger, and I paid a little bit more than I would have at Walmart, but I did get to use one of the digital coupons. Okay, now the butter. I had mentioned there's an extra deal on the butter. That yellow highlighted 70 cents off coupon there. I actually, instead of paying $2.99 like I did for all the other butters, I paid $2.29 for one of them because of that extra digital coupon. It does come off in addition to the regular sale price that they have in the ad. So double check your digital coupons for some extra deals. I did also have one too that said if you spent $100, you would get $8 off of your receipt. I didn't make it to $100 this week, but my point is check your digital coupons. You might have some extra special savings there. So there was that grand total. And we are going to move on next to my stock up at Walmart. And the Walmart haul, I'm pretty certain this is the largest Walmart haul I've had in a while. It just looks larger than usual. What I do is when I go through and I do all my price comparisons, I write down the price that it's available at Walmart because it's super easy to look on their website and see what the price is. And then I use that as my comparison when I go to Aldi or Sam's Club or Amazon to see what the best deal is. And these are the items that when I researched it, Walmart indeed came out to be the best deal. There's a couple of exceptions, things like, I'll just tell you the cauliflower florets, my Aldi doesn't carry them. So I don't really have a comparison for this frozen item. Walmart just is what it is. So I did a big massive stock up on these, and there are 10 bags here of the frozen cauliflower, and we used up almost everything from last month. And especially it's not tater tot casserole. Instead of tater tots, it has cauliflower florets. And my children really enjoy it, so we will probably have that on the menu again this month. Now, the sugar-free peanut butter, this is an exception as well. So I can find the Jif is actually less per ounce, but my children don't really care for it. They really like this one, so I am willing, I don't know, I'll pay a little bit more. I do like that the ingredients are simple. There's no sugar, there's no extra oils added or anything like that. So 2 of those to refill our stockpile. This is a new item that I am purchasing this month. So I have found some recipes. I'm cooking a lot out of the Trim Healthy Mama cookbooks. And several of the recipes call for tilapia, however you want to pronounce it. And I like using wild caught fish whenever possible. So this, I've never used Pacific whiting before, but we're going to try it out. We're going to try it out. We're going to replace the tilapia in those recipes with this instead and just see how it works out. If it's a big failure, then I guess I won't be buying this anymore. But I did buy 3 of the 2-pound bags of the Pacific whiting fish. The almond flour tortillas up here, There, I got 2 of these. We have a family member that is grain-free, so I keep these in the freezer, and they're just available for whenever we have a Mexican night. The all-purpose flour, this we are specifically wanting the unbleached and unenriched because we avoid the synthetic folic acid that is added to normal flour. We like folate, but not the folic acid. And this is the best price that I have been able to find on unenriched flour. To resupply my stockpile, I needed 5 of the 5-pound bags, and so that's what is there. The paper towels. I have been getting paper towels at Sam's Club. When I did the price comparison this month, the Aldi paper towels won out on price. Now, these are probably not as durable. If you're going for strong, you know, the brawny type paper towels, you may still want to get Sam's Club. We use ours so infrequently that I don't need heavy duty ones. These everyday ones are just fine for me. So when I did the price comparison, for those of you that don't know, you take the price that's on the sticker and you want to divide it by the square footage. You see that? There's a glare. 100.83 total square feet. And you want the number, when you take the price divided by that, you want the number to be the lowest number. And that's what these Walmart paper towels, they had the lowest number. So that's what I ended up resupplying with this time around. The cottage cheese, it is cheaper at Aldi. However, for ingredients, I like the simple ingredients in the Daisy brand cottage cheese. So I am willing to pay a little bit more per ounce to get the simpler ingredients. I did go ahead and resupply with some test strips for my glucose monitor. And then I bought hairspray. You guys, I use hairspray so infrequently. This will last me for years. But I wanted to get one with the pump, you know, like this, instead of just the aerosol spray. And this was the cheapest they had. So I went ahead and picked one of those up. Now the peppers are also a better deal at Aldi. However, Aldi was out of stock on their green peppers. So I went ahead and got them at Walmart because I wanted more and couldn't get them at Aldi. The diced tomatoes, Walmart is actually the best deal on the diced tomatoes. So I did go ahead and pick up 12 cans there to resupply. And the cilantro, I did go ahead and get a bunch of fresh cilantro for, it's actually for one of those tilapia meals we're going to have for supper tomorrow night. So we will try that out tomorrow night and see how it goes. I'm hoping it's good. But I did get that at Walmart. The broccoli florets, the frozen broccoli florets, are the best deal at Walmart if you buy them in the bulk 2-pound bags. So best price per ounce that way. I did get 4 of the 2-pound bags. And I was also supposed to get frozen peas because Walmart has the best price on frozen peas. Again, if you buy it in the 2-pound bag, but they were totally out of stock of the 2-pound bags. So if I do run out of peas this month, I don't intend to go back into Walmart. I do this so I go into Walmart one time and that's it. I do not intend to go back in Walmart for frozen peas. If I run out this month, I might have to grab some of the smaller bags at Aldi when I go in there. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. Or maybe I will have a sufficient number of frozen peas to get us through the month. Okay, the receipt for Walmart, grand total came to $172.75. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, it's not on here either. Part of this total here is a container of potato salad. Because when I bought the rotisserie chicken at Kroger to go with that quick supper after shopping, I also bought a little container of potato salad. And it is eaten and it is gone. So not here, but it is included in that total. So now we are going to get my clipboard and we are going to go over numbers. And the numbers are not good because this was a mega huge once a month stock up. But I'm going to share those numbers with you and show you where we stand for the month and what the plan is for the rest of the month so that we can actually have all the groceries that I need to be getting. Okay, I got the clipboard and I'm resting my elbow on some frozen cauliflower here. For those of you that worry about the frozen stuff, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to get it all thrown back in the freezers again. It will not be ruined. I promise you it will not be ruined. Okay. Grand totals from 10 Box, Aldi, Kroger, and Walmart came to $486.37. Which means since I started with $1,100, I am left with $613.63 for the month, which is less than I'm used to. And as far as what I need to use that money for, so there will be a Sam's Club haul that needs to come out of that. And 3 more weeks of just studying the weekly sale ads, going in, buying the best of the best deals, and then whatever odds and ends, you know, like more salad mix, more mini peppers that I need to get. 3 more weeks of that. So when I take that $613.63 that is remaining and divide it by 4 visits to grocery store establishments, that means that I can spend $153.41 each time, which is doable if I stay focused. So if there's a great sale, then I may go over. If I am continuously going over, okay, it's just time to have a reality check here. Set the clipboard down. So if I continuously go over for like months, repeatedly, after making this change to eating in a way that's better for my blood sugar and all of that stuff, then yes, I may have to look at increasing the budget. I know I went over by $30-something last month. I am going to try to rein it in because I'm not off to a very frugal start this pay period, but it's still doable. It's still possible. I could walk away from certain meat sales and save a lot of money and still come in under budget. I do know a lot of you, well, no, I'm not going to say that. Not a lot of you. Some of you, a handful of you, will tell me, just don't go shopping. Use what you've got at home and save the money. And while, yes, I can see where you're coming from doing that, the whole way that I'm able to have the stockpile that we have on as little of a budget as I have set up is because I work those sales. And so yes, I have plenty of meat right now. I don't have to buy another piece of meat at the grocery store for the month. We've got enough chicken and beef and everything in the freezers. But if there's a phenomenal sale on it and I pass it up, then I feel like I could be paying for it later. I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm paying for ground beef or whatever full price. Walmart price, you know, $6 a pound or whatever. Steaks at $15, $16 a pound instead of the $7 a pound that I find them on sale. I just don't want to ever get into that position. And working the sales the way I do is how I've accumulated what I have. And so I hate to just go cold turkey on it. That's my logic anyway. I know some of you disagree with me, and that's fine. But this is what has worked for me. And I'm just going to use my discretion on what my family needs. Again, having the grocery budget set up the way I do does not mean that that is the only money that I have for buying groceries, that we're going to not have gas money for vehicles or money to pay the electric bill if I go over. Since I save money and I have a cushion set up, I have a little bit of wiggle room. I want to keep the goal of the $1,100. I don't want to change it, but it's not a disaster if I do go over. But we'll see what happens. you know, it turned out better last month than what I thought. I really expected to be more than 30 whatever dollars over budget, but it worked out. We'll see. We're set pretty good for the month. I just like seeing all that. It makes me happy, guys. Does it make you happy to see all this pretty, pretty food on my table? It makes me happy. So, okay, little things. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and do a thumbs up because the YouTube algorithm likes that thing. And double check that you are subscribed. I have had numerous subscribers tell me I was subscribed and now I'm not. I know I did not unsubscribe myself, but there it is. So our best guess is that YouTube unsubscribes people because they think you're bots or something. I don't know all this stuff, but just double check. That's my point. And then if you could share our family's channel with others, tell them about our grocery haul videos or our day in the life videos, whatever it is that you think that they would enjoy, pass it along, please, because it does help the family's channel to grow. I'm gonna start putting away groceries. That's the next thing on the list. And I just looked at my recipe for supper tonight. For those of you that do the Trim Healthy Mama stuff, the recipe for egg roll in a bowl, family favorite, but there is an egg roll in a bowl part 2. That's what's for supper here tonight. And I think instead of the, it calls for the frozen riced cauliflower that I could only get the 2 bags. I really wanted more. It calls for 2 to 3 bags, which means I would wipe out what I've got. I've decided, I think I'm gonna substitute it with one of these instead. 1 or 2, I'll look at the skillet when it's in there and decide how much I want to put in. It'll help stretch it and it'll use what I've got. So, okay. That was my tangent that I got off on there. So, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me and getting excited over good deals with me. And I hope it helped you out. So, otherwise, I will see you all on Monday for a What We Eat in a Week video. That's what I've been filming all week long. And so I guess you will get to see this egg roll in a bowl part 2 that we're having for supper tonight. And if it looks absolutely awful, it's because I changed plans at the last minute. So there you go. I'll see you guys on Monday's video. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead.